Good afternoon. My name is Dakota Kelsey, and today I'm going to tell you why working from home should be the new standard. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the world almost came to a standstill. Flights were grounded, stores were closed, and everyone was suddenly forced to be a homebody. Many companies that had a traditional workforce were suddenly forced with two options: work from home or close down. This forced many companies to start having as many employees as possible work from their homes. They had to provide equipment, resources to make this all possible. Now, with the pandemic hopefully coming to a close, many companies are faced with new challenges and questions. The largest of which, do they continue to work from home, or do they force all their employees to come back to an office environment? Working from home should be the new standard for all companies that move their employees home because it is what is best for the employee and the employers. While there are many benefits to the work from home environment, there are also some issues with it. Some of these include, how do we know people are being productive? Or what do we do with the businesses that have been leased or purchased through the years? With many companies, they are deciding to have all employees return to an office environment, and they are putting their employees in a very hard situation. Many employees have children and families. During the COVID-19 pandemic, all across the country, daycares and schools were closed down and short-staffed. Now, forcing your employees with children to go back to an office environment has put them in a situation to choose. Do I go back to work in an office? Do I find a new job, or do I quit? The largest con facing the employees that are working from home today is, how do they prove to their employers that they are actually being productive each day? Some companies simply want their employees to return to the office because that's the way they've always done it. While this seems logical to many of the old-style employees, the new, younger generation is feeling that it's not only unnecessary, but it's unfair to the employees. Most employees simply don't want to go back to the way things were, even if that means changing companies to stay in a work-at-home environment. Another con of working from home for employees is that they're less likely to leave work at work. According to the article, Co-workers Working from Home and Individual and Team Performance, one huge concern for employees and employers should be that the social isolation that many people face working from home. This is especially true for single employees who don't have a big family. They don't have family to check on them. They're getting kind of lonely. Another concern that the article covers is that tensions rising between employees because sending messages and emails sometimes are misread. So there's tensions between employees that are rising due to lack of communication or forms of communication they're using. The COVID-19 pandemic was a tragedy for most. But one thing that it has given people all across this world is more time at home. This includes people who were never able to work from home. They are now working from home and doing it successfully. It did take time for companies to come up with reasonable plans, equipment, and for all their employees to adapt to this new working from home. After companies made the expense to move their traditional employees home, it would be wasteful to move them back to the traditional working environment. One benefit of working from the home environment is that it's given families more time together. It has allowed employees to be happier in their work life as well as their personal life. Working from home allows employees to spend less time commuting, less time driving, more time at home with their families. It's also given people a better sense of the work-life balance. You're not spending that extra couple hours driving in and out. When you're finished with the day, you clock out, shut your computer down, walk away for the night. Another big benefit to this working from home environment is the lack of commuting. You don't have the planes, the trains, the buses running as often as they were, and the cars and the subways. That has lowered our emissions rate as a country, which therefore is better for our environment. Most companies have a sustainability program and should consider that as part of their sustainability program. With having all their employees able to work from a home environment, there's less need for office space. cutting down on rent, and at the end, adding more to their bottom line. As a fourth benefit, there is companies saving money on travel for employees. Now that more companies than ever are using Teams, they're using WebEx, they're using Skype, they're doing their meetings from home or the work environment, and they're able to communicate with people across the world, cutting down on that travel, cutting down on their emissions, and saving money on the bottom line too. This again is a huge bottom line benefit for the companies. Since more people were forced to adapt and set up home offices for the employees, the cost of moving them again is more than if they were to leave them at home. A benefit of working from home is that it created a better opportunity for women to catch up to their men counterparts in the working environment. According to the article, working from home and COVID-19, the changes and risks for gender gaps. Working from home during the pandemic, it has given women the opportunity to catch up to their male counterparts. Not only on hours worked and hours paid and wages, it also has given them more opportunity for promotions. Overall, the benefit of working from home is great for both the employee and the employer. Many benefits are giving the employees employer benefits just in different ways. According to the website Apollo Technical, several studies over the past few months have showed productivity while working remotely from home is better than working in an office setting. On average, those who work from home spend 10 minutes less each day being unproductive, work more 1 day per week, and are 47% more productive. Statistics. In conclusion, there are many benefits and cons to the work from home environment, but many of those are what is changing America's way of thinking. Companies are adapting to a work from home environment, and they are able to see better work outcomes. While the companies may have to make some sacrifices on their end, in the long term, they're seeing gains that can be huge for themselves. While the cons are real and true concerns for the companies, in the end, the benefits far exceed them. Companies are now realizing more than ever that their employees' happiness have real and true effects on their bottom lines. Therefore, more and more companies are deciding to adapt to a true work-from-home environment or flexible scheduling to accommodate their employees. And while COVID-19 may have taken a lot from us, it has also shown the world that their families are most important each and every day. Thank you all, and I hope you have a great day.